bring you the headlines. Federal government pledges reforms of cooperative societies. Minister of Health gives update on revitalization of primary health care system. And President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, sues for unity in Akwa Ibom. Many thanks for joining us. I will begin by telling you that the federal government has announced its decision to target illegal and corrupt cooperative societies in the country. The Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security stated that the government plans to implement significant reforms in the regulation of cooperative societies. Musa Baba Aliyu reports.
Records indicate that as of 2023, there were 30 million Nigerians belonging to different cooperative societies. The societies have been playing a significant role in micro and small businesses in the country, contributing more than 300 million naira to the economy annually. Managing and regulating the cooperatives is under the purview of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. The Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Ali Sabi Abdullahi, was at the Federal Cooperative College in Kaduna to address managers and trustees of various societies in the country.
We aim to bring innovation by first innovating, revitalizing the sector to restore confidence in the masses and bring back the glory of the cooperative movement as a force to reckon with in the socio-economic development of Nigeria.
He decried cases of fraud and manipulation of members by some organizations.
Many of you are aware that there are fake cooperative societies who scam our citizens in the guise of providing cooperative service. We definitely are taking it very seriously. Indeed, the days of fake cooperative societies is gone, and we are taking measures to bring sanity into the cooperative ecosystem.
The minister noted that the reform will refocus on review and amendment of the Nigerian Cooperative Act to bring it up to date with global best practices and local realities. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
And the federal government has flagged off the 80 billion naira reconstruction and upgrade of Alau Dam project in Borno State with a commitment to ensuring timely completion. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Utsev, performed the inauguration at a ceremony attended by Borno State Governor Babagana Umar Zulum and Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, among other dignitaries. Mohammed Goni reports. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has emphasized that stakeholders in Akwa Ibom should embrace unity to enable the state consolidate on development achievements for the benefit of citizens. Akpabio, while hosting Governor Umo Eno, past governors, federal and state lawmakers, traditional rulers, and APC stalwarts, among others, said for the state to sustain the growth trajectory, it is important to give positive support to those in leadership positions. He reassured the gathering of his commitment to progress in Akwa Ibom and Nigeria.
The President of Nigeria has done another thing. Outside Wudil in Kano, the next major institution that will train the level of officers for the Nigerian police, cadet officers in the Nigerian police, is going to be cited in Ikwerre. And I want you, Your Excellency, to kindly allow us to give them the former federal government college grounds for them to commence by September this year.
Governor Umo Eno commended the President of the Senate and pledged to work in the interest of all.
As the number 3 citizen, you have shown capacity. People wonder how we have come this far. It has only been God. And above all, I think, more than anything else, it's been with a sincere heart. I prayed and asked God that He will help me to ensure that we all stay in peace. And I've made up my mind from the beginning that I'll be neutral in everything.
The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, says President Bola Tinubu is investing heavily in the revitalization of Nigeria's primary health care system in a collaborative way that suits the development agenda of the state and local government areas of the country. Speaking during the commissioning of a state-of-the-art primary health care facility alongside Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Eno in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Professor Pate emphasized that a healthy population is key to national productivity, peace, and economic growth.
To transform Nigeria's health sector. And he sees that that transformation will take place only if federal government, states, local governments all work hand in hand and focusing on primary health care as the basis. We signed a compact and you signed that compact and the President witnessed it. And we're investing to revamp our primary health care system across the country.
We have provided insurance too for our people. We're discussing, coming here with the Honourable Minister, how this all brings strength to the ecotourism in the health sector that will provide hospitals, we provide health insurance.
The Coordinating Minister also highlighted several initiatives aimed at transforming healthcare in Nigeria, including the $1 billion concessional financing under Project Hope, designed to incentivize improvements in primary healthcare across the country. President of the Nigerian Baptist Convention, Reverend Israel Akanji, has asked Nigerians to remain hopeful for a better nation while commending President Bola Tinubu for driving the renewed hope agenda to repositioning the country. The clergy gave his position on the state of the nation at the 2025 FCT Baptist Conference hosted by the First Baptist Church, Gariki, Abuja, which attracted members from across the nation's capital city. Themed When the Righteous Praise, the 10th annual session of the conference seeks to make the church pray to God for divine intervention and also educate participants on civic responsibilities and spiritual obligations to the country.
On behalf of Nigerians, we thank you for the great work you are doing. Now, President Tinubu, we need to also tell him that in Nigeria, people are really, really hungry. People are in desperate situations. And whatever measures are being taken, we thank him for the measures being taken, but more is needed.
God answers the prayer of his children. For us as Nigerians, we need to call on God. And just like Jesus encouraged us, we need to pray and not faint.
Our lives must be attuned to his purpose and to his will. He is a God who receives our prayers, who answers them. But the Bible also tells us that he is too holy than to behold iniquity.
We should return to our knees. We should pray. We have been sleeping for long.
Contributory to the advancement of God's work in the church were appreciated and encouraged to remain steadfast. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, felicitates with the Muslim faithful on the sighting of the moon, which signaled the commencement of fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. A statement by Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, FEC urges them to use the period to reflect on the purpose and lessons of Ramadan, which include piety, steadfastness, love, charity, and sacrifice in adherence to the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad for spiritual rejuvenation and renewed national growth and development. While wishing the Muslim faithful Ramadan Mubarak, FEC enjoins Nigerians to tap into the numerous interventions of President Bola Tinubu-led administration in ensuring food security, ending poverty, economic growth, job creation, access to capital, security, and youth empowerment. Gombe State government has flagged off distribution of over 30,000 bags of rice besides other food items as Ramadan palliative to give succor, especially to the less privileged. Emmanuel Akila reports.
The month of Ramadan is here again, the season when Muslims engage in high level of spiritual activities, including the 30 or 29 days Ramadan fast, recitation of the glorious Quran, prayers in worship places, and preachings. The palliative, the government says, is not only for the Muslims engaged in the Ramadan fast, but for all who deserve them.
If you look at the distribution chart, it's fairly distributed across the 11 local government, depending on the population, and then all poor and vulnerable are expected to benefit from this exercise.
Not only the members of the NI, but the general public. So these items are going to be given to those we think the items will benefit them more.
To the beneficiaries, which include mostly the indigent in the society, the palliative is coming in handy.
This palliative is coming at the right time, going to help people with disabilities in Gombe State.
The government had set up a committee to ensure equitable distribution of the palliatives across the 11 local government areas of the state. In Gombe, Emmanuel Akila, NTN News.
Conversations on Muslim unity and forging ahead of the challenges of multi-ethnic nationalism in Nigeria took center stage at the 18th edition of the NTA Abeokuta Ramadan Lecture. Hakim Jimo reports.
Islamic faithful from far and near converged on the Ogbe premises of NTA Abeokuta to draw from the pool of knowledge of the erudite Islamic scholar, the guest lecturer, a university don from the Department of Foreign Languages, Lagos State University, Professor Sahid Oshotimehin, identified religious and multi-ethnic differences as some of the challenges facing the country and therefore suggest the way forward.
We have not, in reality, woken up to the idea of getting to know ourselves and living together, because we have different nationalities with different orientations, different attitude to life, different idiosyncrasies. So the way forward is inter-ethnic and inter-ideological dialogue. It's not, breaking up Nigeria that is the solution.
The Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, is keen about promoting national unity among the people through its various quality news and program contents.
NTA is committed to promoting Islamic values, education, and community development. We believe that the month of Ramadan presents a unique opportunity for us to come together, learn from each other, and grow spiritually.
When Muslims are not united, then you will have some going to kind of fanaticism. We have to be peaceful in our conduct. We have to also live harmoniously among people, the adherents of other religions.
We should pursue Nigerian unity, if possible African unity, over and above, and in the interest of the black race generally should supersede all other dichotomies.
Not intimidate anybody, should not antagonize anybody, and that's how to move forward.
The theme of the 18th NTA Abeokuta Annual Ramadan Lecture is Muslim unity and the challenge of multi-ethnic nationalism in Nigeria. In Abeokuta, Hakim Jimo, NTA News.
This is the news at 10 on NTA News 24. We'll take a break here. We'll have more reports when we return. Do stay. Many thanks for staying on. Nigerians have been told to choose capable leaders that have their best interests at heart with a view to ensuring delivery of democratic dividends through good governance. The Youth and Elders in Communities Awareness Association, an advocacy group, disclosed this at a media briefing ahead of the next election cycle in Nigeria. National coordinator of the group, Abdullahi Jallo, urged Nigerians to set aside ethnic, religious, or even party differences and vote wisely for leaders whose vision articulates pragmatic approach to solving issues of insecurity, poverty, and ensuring rapid critical growth in all sectors of the economy.
Benefit, but on their proven dedication, honestly, commitments to national progress. We must support leaders who prioritize reducing insecurity, creating jobs, alleviating poverty, and building an environment who everyone can drive by participation in the electoral process.
So we have to do the best. This is our country, and this is Nigeria. We must make it to be better. We can't step out to leave our country, and we can't leave our motherland to others' lands. So nothing can change us to be the part of the other country. It's our country. We have to join hands together and make things to work better.
The Youth and Elders in Communities Awareness Association stressed that it is possible through collective will of the people determined for change to use the influence of community leaders and the youth to actualize common objectives. Operational efficiency of the Nigerian Air Force, which has earned it a leadership role in Africa's Air Force and other international collaboration, will be solidified with renewed commitment to capacity building and welfare of personnel. Chief of Air Staff Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar made this known at the inauguration of accommodation projects in Lagos. Joel Bokbola reports.
The visit by the Chief of Air Staff to Lagos is symbolic as it underscores the significance of the state to the Air Force. With the state set to host the 4th African Air Forces Forum in May this year and the first ever International Air Show in December, Lagos is getting a fair share of attention and projects that will place Nigeria in a vantage position among the Committee of Nations. The inauguration of this officers' accommodation complex in GRA Ikeja by the Chief of Air Staff is expected to be a morale booster for more capabilities. The complex comprises one block of 6 two-bedroom flats and another block of 6 three-bedroom flats fully equipped.
A secure and comfortable home ensures that those who dedicate their lives to safeguarding our sovereignty can return to an environment that offers stability, dignity, and peace of mind. This, in turn, enables them to focus on their duties. We have successfully constructed several residential quarters for officers, airmen, and airwomen, as well as other barracks, welfare infrastructure across Nigerian Air Force units.
Earlier, the Air Officer commanding the Logistics Command described the gesture as another giant stride that will serve as a springboard for excellence.
The provision of this state-of-art facilities for NAV personnel in Lagos has added another page in the history of Logistics Command, as it stands in recognition of efforts and overall morale booster of personnel.
The Chief of Air Staff also inaugurated the Corporal and Below Mess as part of efforts to provide a conducive environment for efficiency. In Lagos, Joel Bokbola, NTA News.
The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Ebonyi State Command has commemorated the 2025 International Civil Defense Organization Day celebration with highlights of its role in the safety of lives and property and in combating natural disasters. Caleb Obunna reports that the theme of the celebration is Civil Defense, Guarantee of Security for the Population.
Every year, the International Civil Defense Organization Day is celebrated globally to bring to the fore its important role in safeguarding lives and properties and commitments needed from key players to champion the cause. In the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Ebonyi State Command, The 2025 celebration of the event, however, shifted focus to the achievements of the state commandant, Chika Francis Nnadi, who is marking 100 days in office.
The ICDO is an intergovernmental organization that aims to contribute to the development of structures, ensuring protection and assistance of populations, safeguarding properties, environment in the face of natural and man-made disasters all over the world.
Having initiated projects to aid the well-being and operational activities of personnel, such as the installation of CCTV cameras and solar lights within the command, the state government and others pledged to harness the leadership ingenuity of the state NSCDC commandant to ensure safety of lives and properties.
You are a very hard-working personality who want to do something for the place you want to represent. And you have shown that by this typical example that we are seeing here. The government of Ebonyi State have partnered with all of you, the service chiefs, all the security agencies here. One of the things I want to encourage you to achieve, sir, here is to establish mediation center for this command.
There was also a display of readiness to combat crime in Ebonyi State by the Tactical Squad of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, which resonates with the core mandate of the Corps. In Abakaliki, Caleb Ubunna, NTA News.
This is the news at 10 on NTA News 24. Let's take another look at our top stories. Federal government pledges reforms of cooperative societies. Minister of Health gives update on revitalization of primary health care system. And President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, sues for unity in Akwa Ibom. Welcome back. One of the secrets to the success of the Asian Tigers, which has enabled them to become global economic powerhouses, is the effective engagement of their citizens, particularly the youth. Taking a cue from this, the Africa Projects Development Center has been actively engaging thousands of young Nigerians, equipping them with essential skills to transition them from the job market to key players in economic growth. Kunle Adeyeye reports.
There is a quest for Africa Agenda 2063, the Africa we want. This blueprint aims to transform the continent into the global powerhouse of the future. Africa Projects Development Center has keyed into this dream and is delivering. Having gone into partnership with International Fund for Agriculture, IITA, European Union and the African Development Bank, the center is now effectively addressing development policy programs and business problems confronting policymakers.
And I saw the level of unemployment on the continent and affects the youths more than any other segment of the society.
Faith Abolarin and Nancy Kennedy Gimberson are some of those who have undergone tutelage at the center.
We are promising that we're going to give out as is given to us.
You want to be a person of legacy, you want to live a life of legacy, you must have these 4 C's in place.
The Africa Project Development Center is an absolutely phenomenal initiative. It is really ensuring that you build skills, you develop entrepreneurs, and you solve Nigeria's difficult job problems.
The Africa Projects Development Center has trained more than 7,000 individuals in the last 7 years. Kunle Adeyeye.
And that concludes the news at 10 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Mwe.